Hi, my name is Cam Smith with U Sports Production, coming to you from Centennial Park in Saanich, BC. Thank you for tuning in. It's the District 7 Majors Tournament semi-final matchup between the host team Central Saanich and the number 1 ranked team out of Beacon Hill Little League. Both of these teams competed well in round-robin play and look to continue their success in today's semifinals. The winner of today's matchup will face Hampton in the finals on Sunday, July 6th, creating an opportunity to move on to provincials in Trout Lake. This should be a good one, folks. Central Saanich against Beacon Hill. Let's play ball. And getting a nod today for Central Saanich is Schroeder, and he would face Hansen first, and he would walk Hansen. Then up to bat is Meechin, and Meechin is going to take this pitch. He's going to drive it out to left field, but that's going to be nicely caught by Noah Mann, and he's going to hold a runner, Hansen, at first. And Schroeder would walk Jackson, and for runners are at first and second, and that'll bring out Mickelson. And Mickelson, with runners at first and second, would just steer this ball, go right up the middle. But that's a great play by Kahn, but he would not get the runner. Man, that was close. That was a great play by Kahn. Bases are loaded, and that's going to bring up the pitcher, Stefan. 3-2 count. Oh, and he's going to rip this ball to Kahn, and Kahn would alertly go for the force at home. And that's bases are still loaded, but he's going to get the force out at home. And then Paddock steps up the plate on a 1-2 count. And Schroeder with the delivery. Oh, it's high. And that run is going to score. Oh, and it gets away from Schroeder, and it goes. Oh, there's going to be 2 runs scoring. And that's 2 opportunistic runs for Beacon Hill early on. Flynn over to third. And Paddock would walk, and that's Haviland up the bat. And he would line it right back to Schroeder with a great catch and gets them out of this inning. Not before Beacon Hill put 2 on the board early on. Steph now getting a nod for Beacon Hill, and he would walk, pass it, and then up to the plate is Kahn, and Kahn's going to rip this ball. It goes right back to Hassett, over to first, and it's going to move the runner over, and then Steph Knock, he's facing Smart, 3-2 count, and Steph Knock, oh, that's a heater right down the pipe for the strikeout, and with 2 outs, and Bibby up to bat. Bibby's going to rip this ball. That's going to go right out to center field, and Haviland, oh, he just takes his eye off it for a second. He brings it. That's going to score a run. And Central Saanich cutting the deficit in half, 2-1 right now, Beacon Hill. And then Straub is going to walk, putting runners at first and second. And then Floyd would step up to that 2-2 count, looking to cash in another run. Let Steph Knock with the side other ways. Oh, painting the corner inside. What a pitch by Steph Knock. But that will retire the side. And Central Saanich getting one on the board. 2-1 Beacon Hill ending the top of the second. And Goff leading things off for Beacon Hill. He's going to take this pitch and he's going to drive it. Oh, but right there is Floyd with a great play for the first out of the inning. Stan Vincent would get hit by a pitch, put a runner at first with 1 out, and then lose up to bat with a 0-2 count. He's going to rip this one. Well, that's going to right over to Bibby. Bibby over to second for, oh, that's for 1, just about in time for 2, but that's 2 outs in the inning. And then Cramp steps up to the bait, 2-2 count. Schroeder with a nice pitch, some heat, and that will retire the side. 2-1 Beacon Hill heading to the bottom in second. And Schroeder's going to lead things off for Central Saanich, and he's going to rip this ball. That goes right to Lang. Oh, and he gets through the infield, and that's going to be, he's going to make it to first. That's good contact on the ball by Schroeder. And Steph Knock facing man with a runner at first base. He's got 2 strikes on him, and some high heat, and chasing that one is man. And then Steph Knock facing Stokes. And it is at 1-2 count. And Steph Knock, he is going to throw a nice fastball again. And he gets Stokes to swing and a miss. And that's 2 outs. And Duncan with a runner at first base. And Steph Knock's got him on an 0-2 count. And Steph Knock out of the stretch. And he throws the pitch and digging it out. Oh, right, that's a comebacker. And that right over to Stan Viston. And that is for the 3rd out of the inning. Beacon Hill doing a good job here. And that's going to head to the top half of this 3rd. And Kai will lead things off for Beacon Hill. And then Schroeder has a 2-2 count on him. And Kai's going to hit this ball, and that's a big hopper. And that goes to Bibby over the first. Textbook by this young man. And that's going to bring up Hansen. And Hansen looking to get things started here for Beacon Hill. And he's going to drive this ball out to center. And it just drops in Little Texas Leaguer. And he's on first. And that's getting things started for Beacon Hill. And Meechin, he's going to take his hacks. He's got Hansen at first base, one out. And Meechin's going to turn on this. He hits it the other way. But here comes Floyd. Floyd with a nice grab. And that's for the out. He's going to hold a runner at first. But the inning would end on a Jackson Lang strikeout. That'll bring us to the bottom of the third. And that is Machard leading things off for Hampton. Stefanock still in the game for Beacon Hill, doing a good job. And with a full count, Stefanock looking to paint some more corners, and yes, he does. A little high and a little paint on the outside, and that's for the first out of the inning. And then Stoddard up next, 1-2 count. And Flynn really reeling them in here. Oh, that's a beauty down and away. That's a little slider. I'll tell you what, that's for the second out of the inning. Young man pitched a good game. And then Stefanock, he is facing Bassett. And Stefanock full count on Bassett. And he's a fire. Oh, that is a changeup. Goes outside. I'll tell you what, that's a great pitch. And that's striking out the side and heating up. Midway through this ball game is Stefanock. And then Nicholson at the plate, leading things off in the top of the fourth. And then Schroeder with the pitch. 2 strikes on him. Oh, that's a nice pitch. And Schroeder heating up late in the score midway through this ball game as well. And then Stefanock, he steps up to the plate. He can pitch and he can hit too. He drives this ball right out to left field. And that's going to be in for a long single for Stefanock, doing a great job today. And then Paddock steps up to the plate. Runner at first. And Stoddard with the pitch. And Paddock goes the opposite way and he drives this. And that is going all the way just about to the wall in the corner, but bringing it in quickly. Runners in second and third for Beacon Hill. That was a great play right there by the left fielder. And Doug's on the pond for Havlin. And look out. Oh, he pops this one up. And right there to pick it up is Kahn. Good defender. And I'll tell you what, that's still 2 runners at second and third. And that brings up Goff. And Goff is going to take this pitch, and he is going to absolutely drive this ball deep. But man, with a great catch. That's a beauty right there, heading to the bottom of the fourth. And then Hassett steps up to the plate, leading things off. And Hassett is going to slash this ball out to right field, and he is going to be in at first with a single, lead things off the right way for this Hampton squad. And then next up, dangerous hitter, Kahn. And the delivery by Stefanock and Kahn. Oh, he just drives this one out. And that's going to pop in a little blooper. And that's going to runners at first and second. Saanich on the move. And Stefanock, he would strike out smart. And then stuff to the play would be Bibby. And Bibby is he's going to swing and a miss. Chasing that one as well. That's for the second strikeout of the inning for Stefanock. And then Straub up to the plate. 1-2 count. And Stefanock, he is going to rear back, and he throws a nasty pitch. That is a nasty one. And I'll tell you what, he has just struck out the side again. That's 2 innings in a row, and a great job by Finn. And Kahn in the pitch for Central Saanich. He's going to face Stamp Vincent. And Stamp Vincent is going to take this ball. He's going to rip it right out to center field. But there is Floyd with a nice catch. And Kahn would strike out loose. And then stepping up the plate is Cramp. And Kahn with the pitch. And Cramp a swing and a miss. And that's for the third out of the inning. Great job by Kahn coming in. 2 strikeouts that inning. And bottom of the fifth in this tight game. Stefanock still on the mound for Beacon Hill. 2 strikes on Floyd. And he throws a curveball. And that'll take care of him. That's a strikeout. And Stefanock has a 1-2 count on Stoddard. And Stefanock continues to impress with a fastball. Swinging a miss for the second out of the inning. And that'll bring up man 2-2 count. And Stefanock with a great high fastball. As for another striking out the side, another one. I'll tell you what, he is on fire, this young man. It is awesome to watch when pitchers have command like this. And 2-1 ball game, Beacon Hill ahead. And I'll tell you what, we're heading to the last inning, top of the 6th. And that is Kai, and he's going to rip this ball. That just goes right out to center field on a one-hopper, and he'll be safe at first. And on a 2-2 count, Kahn will be facing Hansen, and Kahn with a nice pitch going outside, and that's for the strikeout. That's got 1 strike. 2-1 ball game. This is tight, folks. And the crafty veteran Jake Meechin steps up to the plate. He's got a runner at first. And Kahn, looking to take care of business. There's 1 out, and Kahn out of the stretch. Kahn with the delivery. Oh, and Meechin just rips this ball. That's a beauty. Right over. That's the left field. He's going to bring in his runners at first and second. And next up is Jackson. And Jackson looking to get an insurance run in here. And Kahn with the delivery. Jackson rips his ball. Baby picks it up nicely. Oh, and he goes to third for the 4th out. That's the 2nd out of the inning. Great play by Bibby. Heads up play. And Mickelson would get on board with the intentional walk. And the bases are loaded in this pressure cooker of a game. Stefnock steps up to the plate. He's got the bases. Jack ducks on the pond. He just gets under this. And that is going to be Straub underneath it. Whoa! Central Saanich doing a great job getting out of that one. They're going to head to the bottom of the 6th with a chance. And Mickelson coming in relief from Stefnock. And Stefnock would go 5 innings. He'd only allow 1 run, 2 hits, and 13 strikeouts. Only 2 base on balls. Great job by Stefnock. But Mickelson, he's got 2 strikes. Oh, and what a pitch right there. That's a beauty. Mickelson getting the first strikeout for 1 out. And Ashan next up for Central Saanich. 0-2 count. And Mickelson, he's just going to rear back and let this one go. And that is some heat down below. He is jacked up. 1 more out for Beacon Hill to lock this up. 2-1 ball game. And they hit right now. That is Stoddard. And on an 0-2 count, Mickelson, he just does it again. A great pitch, and that will do it. Beacon Hill, they will advance to the finals. I'll tell you, Mickelson, what a job. 10 pitches he threw in that inning to mop things up in relief of Stefnock. Beacon Hill did what a game by Central Saanich. This is one good team, really fun team to watch, and they've got a lot of talent on that team, so looking good going forward. Beacon Hill did get it done today. They are going to meet Hampton in the final, and that should be a really good one, folks. And we caught up with Flynn Stefnock and the head coach of Beacon Hill, Cody, for their thoughts on the game.
You had some movement on your pitches today that was pretty impressive. Tell me what you saw today.
Yeah, I pitched pretty well. Let's go, kid. Was that cold? You missed it! I got
Let him finish, guys. Come back in. Now you're loosened up.
Okay. I pitched pretty well, yeah. At the end, my curveballs were working because I just switched up how I threw them.
Now, I noticed that about the last or the 5th inning, your curveball really took off. Like it was going well. You guys just won, and you're back. You're in the finals again.
Yeah.
How's that for a feeling? You must be feeling good because that was a tight game.
Yeah, it was really tight.
So tell me how that feels. You're ready for tomorrow.
It feels good. I was pretty nervous at that last inning, but I'm not nervous.
Well, I tell you, it must feel pretty good coming to this game and pitching the way you did because that was an impressive performance.
Yeah.
Tell me about your teammates, you guys getting that dub today.
Yeah, it felt really good, and I think all of my teammates were really happy.
Yeah. Oh.
The semifinals are always hard. They're always the toughest game, right? Because, especially us kind of rolling through the round robin, guys are feeling pretty confident and all that, and I knew these guys were going to come to play today, and I knew it was going to be tight. Kudos to our guys for sticking with it and not the bats weren't there today, right, as we saw, but they stuck with it. They played good D. Flynn gave a hell of an effort, right? I think that game was on him. He won us that game for sure. Matty obviously came in and shut the door at the end, which was great. But that team over there, kudos to those guys as well. They did very well. These kids are young. This is their moment, right? This is something that a lot of these guys, they've been working for a lot of years. Some of them have never played on an All-Star team and played in this tournament. So we want to give them that opportunity to enjoy it, right? Yes, it's intense. Yes, there's fans and the players and the moments are big. But in the end of the day, it's about having fun. So keeping the music on, keeping it light in the dugout. They're all buddies, which helps a lot too. All of that, if you have a good vibe around, it usually translates into success in a team. So yeah, it's a grind. I mean, this is a hard tournament to win, right? I would think this tournament and the provincials in BC for Little League are probably two of the hardest tournaments to win in Canada, right? Because there's so much talent here on the island and on the mainland. But you know, it's a final. Anything can happen, right? We're not going in there thinking it's going to be anything like the first game. But we're going to come and we're going to compete, right? And I know they are too, and it's going to be a fun one. We're excited for it.
Let's get out in the community. Let's support events like this. My name is Cam Smith with Youth Sports Production. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you on the field.